Live. We are now live. So this is Geek Battle. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about something probably like apparently they're making Gremlins 3 or maybe. There's other stuff. Fantastic Four is still leading the box office, and I'm sure there's going to be some other stuff. We'll figure it out after the intro.
Welcome to the Geek Battle Zone. We discuss comics and puny minds are blown. We debate Marvel versus DC, Skeletor, X-Men, and Ron Weasley. Judge David slams down the gavel. It cap dreams of Henry Cavill. It's a Geek Battle stream. Nerd rage as we assemble our Geek Avengers team. Welcome to the Geek Battle party. We are the Justice League and our Batman is Marty. Say hello to Tim as movies are greenlit. Every movie that's already seen it. Xbox, Star Wars, and Star Riders. He-Man, Star Trek, and David loves spiders. We battle as Morrow and Disney look bleak, and we try to crown the Geek of the Week. It's the Geek Battle Show. Welcome to the Geek Battleground, where we use the Force and the One Ring is found. Cap is wrong about Resident Evil 6, and everyone watch out, 'cause oh shit, it's big. Gerald and Tim and Diz will try to win at the Geek Battle Quiz. David and Dave will confuse their crew as they dive in the TARDIS of Doctor Who. Watch out now, we're full of hot takes. Doug Courtney is garbage, but Red Dwarf is great. You love Sega, I love Nintendo, but in the Geek Battle, we are all friendos. Oh, it's a Geek Battle show. Oh, the Geek Battle show. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Geek Battle show.
Yes, so welcome to Geek Battle, everyone. Now, this I'm going to celebrate because apparently it is Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday today, and he is. We go to everyone will do it as Arnold today. No, right? He is 78 today, and he would still kick my ass. in everything, not just like weightlifting, not just arm wrestling. He could run to the local shops and get there before me. Like I have nothing on this man. But what's that, Cap?
He's still pumping
and pumping iron.
No, I'm still looking for Sarah Connor. I'm looking for her for 95 years.
Yeah. Okay, good. Now, on the show tonight, we may be joined by others as we go along, but first of all,
everybody get down!
Get down! I wonder how long we could sit here and just like make Arnold quotes and noises.
Right. I wish I had an Arnold geek fact, but anyways, I'm hail from the land of leopards, elephants, and crocodiles, and also anime. That's what I've been watching lately. My geek fact for the day, the cartoon Arnold, Tarzan, he doesn't appear a lot in a lot of Disney stuff nowadays. He did appear in the Kingdom Hearts, and afterwards he didn't. The reason is because even though Tarzan is a public domain character, the estate that created Tarzan still has a lot of legal issues. And Disney might really get into trouble for using Tarzan on video games and things like that, and that's why they're like, nah, let's not provoke them, and they completely not use that character at all. They still have the movies in Disney Plus, but they don't have the series that they did, which still wasn't on the official contract.
Wow. Okay, I don't get this though. Okay, because I just looked this up as you said it. Because Tarzan's a weird one. I've never thought about it. I didn't know what Tarzan was. For all I knew, it was a real person. I had no idea. I was like, Tarzan? Like, is that from a book or what? I don't have no idea.
It's from a book. It's from a book.
Yeah, Tarzan of the Apes. It was first appeared in the novel Tarzan of the Apes magazine publication 1912, book publication 1914. That's over 100 years ago. How can they have any rights to it still?
It is still in the public domain, but the estate that created them still do some legal shenanigans with people who use the character.
Well, I'm going to start using this character in protest because I'm allowed.
Apparently, David, a YouTuber... Not sure if this is 100% true or not, but in the video that I watched, a YouTuber tried to make their name Tarzan without adding the numbers and stuff to it, and apparently he got banned or something.
Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, well, that's definitely worth a bonus point there, Cap. So we must continue onwards.
Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, hi! Good evening, good morning, and good evening, good morning, good afternoon to wherever you hail from. My name is Dave MC here in Paris, France, and my geek fact is a Doctor Who related one. I found one. So Sidney Newman, who was the head of programming at the time, when he came up with the idea for Doctor Who, he specifically said no bug-eyed monsters in the show. And he was against the Daleks at first because he thought, oh, these are just some bug-eyed monsters. However, since that day, there have been over 200 bug-eyed monsters in the show's history.
Wow. Well, you need them. Like, how often can you just have it be a guy in like?
I remember the Mothmen that they came up with.
I can't remember what they look like.
They're literally like these moth people in. I think it was Web of.
Doctor Who. Are they all Jeff Goldblum?
I was about to say that was Web of Fear, but that was the Yetis.
Oh, I can't see what the Mothmen look like in Doctor Who. Because everything I've looked up, it's kind of like fan art or something.
Try Doctor Who 1963.
Oh, hang on, it's changed it. I wrote Mothmen. Right, Moth, and it changed it to Mothman, like the Mothman.
Mothman.
Okay, Doctor. No way! I don't remember this. I don't know if
that was the thing.
Oh my god, this is amazing. That's amazing. They need to bring these damn things back.
Yes,
that is my new favorite Doctor Who villain ever. Let's bring that up full screen. Okay, so oh god, I haven't got my glasses on. I'm blind as a freaking bat. Right,
put your glasses back on again.
No, I don't want to. I'm Arnold today. My
eyesight has deteriorated for the last 70 years.
Oh, that is
incredible. I
incredible.
actually noticed David having a hard time actually working his computer.
Look at this thing.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Yeah, back in the educational days of Doctor Who.
Okay,
it's a bird. It's a plane. It's.
Okay, I'm going back to full clock in mode. There we go. I can see what the hell I'm doing now. Wow, but no, that's impressive. I am loving a bit of that. So, right. So if you're listening to that, I wasn't making any sense. That's because I was doing some computering. But yeah, so guys, today is Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday. He's 78. I think we should start off just with a couple of our favorite memories of Arnold, the Terminator, Conan the Barbarian, the Governator, whatever you know him as best, Turbo Man, or the man who would be mom. You know, there's lots of ways to remember. But what's your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger film of all time, or top couple?
I'm gonna have a controversial one. Terminator 3, not 2.
Terminator 3?
What the
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with you, anime boy?
Yeah, Jesus. Get out.
Well-
Right, get out.
Guys, I think you
Right.
should get minus 1,000,000 points for that.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
here's the thing. I saw Terminator 3 before I saw 2. And the film that I saw before Arnold then was Turbo Man. And that was a real
Double
nice change.
time.
Yes. So because of that, I'm gonna have to stick to Terminator 3 because that's right. He's supposed to be an action star. Now I get it. But when I watched Turbo Man, I did not get that at all. So he talks that way all the time. It wasn't just for one movie. Who knew?
Like in it.
Yeah. Right, but no. So Terminator 3, you only like it because like Kristanna Loken is naked for like 12 seconds in it.
Yeah.
That is another point.
It was PG.
It was
Yeah,
PG. Yeah, you just got.
But this is the first time, guys, I knew Arnold as Arnold. That movie where I realized
I
he
knew
was like that.
Is my microphone even working? Oh
Yeah,
god,
it's
I don't know
working.
if they can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. I don't know if the damn audience can hear me. All right, you guys keep talking. I'm going to fix this.
But yeah, did you notice in the film Terminator 3, you hardly see anybody die apart from one scene that's really graphic?
Ooh, oh yeah,
Because most of the characters in that are killed by gunshot.
yeah.
They're never killed in any sort of Terminator graphic way.
Only the cop that they killed through the car
Get
driver.
down!
That's
Sorry,
the
my
only one. But
Yeah.
everyone else dies by gunshot.
Yeah.
Is it-
Terminator 3 was a massive letdown. They should look. The original film was a horror film. Then they
Yeah.
made it more action. But like we said on the show last week, all of the scenes where the T-1000 kills someone are still horror scenes because the bad guy is meant to be horror. And then
Yeah.
Terminator 3 with the whole talk to the hand moment, just really ridiculous. And it's just take it seriously.
My favorite is the car action scene that they had where they were like the whole chase scene. That was so that blew the budget so much that they wanted to cut it out of the film. But Arnold paid on pocket to have that scene in because he really enjoyed it.
I don't think it's as good a chase sequence as the motorcycle.
Yeah.
1000.
It was just expensive. It was just expensive. It was damn expensive.
But you know what? Like they do quite a lot of it without music, and when like the music does cut in, it like amps it up a bit. But I don't know. It wasn't.
It was when they weren't using CG on vehicles and that. So that crane that gets flips in T3, it doesn't look as good as the lorry actually exploding in Terminator 2.
Yeah, agreed. By the way, Dev's here.
Dev! Hello.
Hi. Dev, it is Arnold Schwarzenegger's 48th, I wish, 78th birthday, you know. So we're just saying our favorite not Terminator, that might be the answer, but favorite Arnold movie or whatever. Twins. That is a solid pick, Dev. That is a solid pick. Cap, have you seen Twins?
I have seen a bit of it, not completely.
You need to see that movie. It is so good.
It's not a tumor.
No, that's Kindergarten Cop. Oh my god, if you've never seen Twins, it's him and it's a sci-fi film. Him and Danny DeVito are scientifically spliced from 20 guys' sperm, and then they end up as twins. And yeah, like unbelievably, Twins is a science fiction movie.
And then they went to Gotham City and became the Penguin and Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw, the monologue where the doctor tells that Arnold is like all the good stuff and Danny DeVito is all the waste stuff. I only saw that. I saw that monologue bit on TV, but I never completely saw the film.
Oh my! You can't judge that film by like the one serious, sad scene, right?
Well, I did like it.
Okay, no, right. So I don't want to give like big spoilers to it, but like that movie is. Have you not seen it, Dave?
I've not seen it. No.
Oh my god, it's so good. Right, so like this is just like the concept stuff of it. So they were twins separated at birth. The like you'd find this out that there was some experiment to make the ultimate human, and they picked someone to be the mother, and she died in childbirth. but like this ultimate human came out as Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was raised on like a tropical island. And then a second baby was born that grew up into being Danny DeVito, who was put in an orphanage in New York. And then Arnold finds this out when he's like 30 or 35, and he goes to find his brother. And because Arnold has got like this code that he's been brought up by, he's like, "You've forgotten the second rule in the crisis situation." And then there's like a guy who's like, "Oh, he's speaking that way again." It's brilliant. It is genuinely, I think, the funniest Arnold comedy.
Although you did say favorite Arnold movie, it is my favorite Arnold movie, but it is not the favorite thing he's done. My favorite thing that he's done. Japanese adverts.
Japanese adverts with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'll put it in the
Find it.
No, it's in the stream chat.
Okay, right. What, you've got it already?
Yeah.
He's prepared.
This is prepared.
There's been talking to Skynet for 24 minutes.
I'm more and more convincing ourselves that we should speak this way the entire...
I think there's Skynet.
Where is my dumbbell?
Okay, I'm going to bring it up in a second. I'll bring up the shield just in case, but I can't imagine it's going to be too heavily copyright. Like, they should be pleased, basically. Oh, no, where's the...
This is from, like, the 90s. It's similar to Tommy Lee Jones.
I will turn you into dumplings.
I hate the door.
Yeah. I am imagining you are the Oscar people.
I am imagining you are John Connor.
Yeah.
This is the Terminator's dream.
Yeah. This is what I'm doing alone. Turning into noodles spaghetti.
I love nuked food.
Okay, I have the cup noodles.
I must eat the cup noodles.
You know, oddly enough, both around the late 60s, both Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone did TV shows. Stallone's one is excellent.
Didn't Stallone do porn?
I'm not sure, but he did do a really good TV show.
Yeah, you are. No, okay.
Also King.
Wow, I'm sure, yeah, somewhere. But yeah, like, I'm sure they would have done like commercials and that. You got to do what you can do, basically.
I actually, when Dev posted it, I actually thought, like, was it gonna be like that Friends Joey commercial where Arnold's gonna like, Digimon, lipstick for men?
No, that is. Have you guys seen the Tommy Lee Jones Japanese coffee advert?
Oh my god. Okay, let's look this up. Okay, so Tommy Lee Jones Japanese commercial. Okay, hang on. Oh, there's lots. There are lots.
The coffee one.
Oh, what Boss Coffee. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, hang on. We're bringing it up. What? Oh, this is amazing.
Oh, it's like Superman.
He's not Superman. He's Tommy Lee. He is.
Tommy Lee Jones can actually do this, can he?
Yes, of course he can. Haven't you seen like the Fugitive?
So during Men in Black, he's only using half his power.
Yeah.
It's like in Simpsons when he was like, Lucy, Xena can't fly, but Lucy Lawless can.
Wow, these are good.
I like Japanese adverts. They're kind of like anime.
They're bonkers, but they're brilliant.
Well, anyway, Dave, what's your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Oh, it's easy. Terminator 2.
Yeah, it has to be.
It was the first one I saw.
If we take Terminator films out of the equation, since like I would say that as well. Dev gave Twins. Now, Cap, Dave, what would you say if you take Terminator out of the equation?
Predator.
I just want to say Kindergarten Cop because it's also memey and shit.
I love Kindergarten Cop. But do you know what? Like some of the kids in that, I'm not policeman, I'm a princess. Put it back. Like some of it is just like the kids are great in that film. But I'm going to probably say I probably wouldn't go for Predator. It's up there. I might go for The Running Man because that film is epic.
Which one was the one where he like jumps out of a plane through the wheel shaft or something?
Through the what? Commando is such an incredible film. Like every moment of that is brilliant.
My favorite guy is like when the guy's like he knocks the guy out. He's like, "Can I get a pillow for my friend?" He's sleeping.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
everything in that. What I love most about Commando is the film like kind of gets hijacked because the story of the movie is Schwarzenegger's daughter is kidnapped, and then they're going to force him to go and kill this president in Valverde, which is a fake country that they made up, which is also mentioned in Predator. Valverde, how about that? Right, there's your geek trivia from me, and that could have been the whole movie, that he's sent out there on some mission and they're going to kill his daughter, but instead he just Arnolds the situation and he's like bang and kills that guy with an elbow and gets like, my friend's dead tired. Then he climbs out the plane and then he just goes and kills, like, in fact, the best person he kills in that is when the people come and kidnap his daughter. If you don't remember this, let me just paint you a very quick picture. He's like, hide under the bed or whatever. And he goes and gets his shotgun and he like kills a few of them. And there's a guy with him who's like, hey, like, how did you know they were coming? He's like, didn't you smell them? I could. And then when he gets his gun, he comes back to this guy. And when he opens the door, the guy is just stood there dead, ready to fall down, which makes no sense. And then they've kidnapped the daughter. And there's a guy just sat in a chair like this, just really cool. And Arnold looks out the window and they're driving away with his daughter. And he's like, so you're going to do what we say, right? And and this guy's just sat there really chill. They've got his daughter and he just goes, wrong, and blows him away. Like instantly. That guy just sat there ready to get killed. You know, it's just like, this is how you deal with bad guys. You kill them and ask questions later.
David, do you know that Arnold kind of actually did Commando to piss off Sylvester Stallone because he did Rambo?
Wouldn't surprise me. But okay, so isn't it true that Die Hard was going to be a sequel to Commando?
Maybe.
Okay, let's quickly fact check this. But okay, Dave, did you have a different option? Because we're still
you kind of said Kindergarten Cop, and I like Kindergarten Cop. Not for the memeability of it. I like the film just because. But the other one I did like was Last Action Hero.
Oh yes!
Kind of Last Action. Well, it's like I kind of like Last Action Hero, but it's like I love that I hate it kind of thing. But it is good. I think it's still got some. It's like the most Arnold movie if everything was an Arnold quote.
Why does my hand hurt?
My favorite thing about that movie is they found the 5 minutes that Jean-Claude Van Damme wasn't high on drugs for him to do a cameo in the movie.
Wait, what? Who was?
Basically, they had to sober him up to do the cameo for the movie because he was high as fuck out of his mind. Van Damme.
Wait,
I would say that the only thing good. That's like the only really good thing. The only really good thing that came out of Last Action Hero is Hamlet with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, to be or not to be, not to be.
I mentioned this film last week about it, and I'm going to mention it again. In the Lost World Jurassic Park, when the bus crashes through the video store, there is a poster on there of King Lear starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's amazing.
Da-da-da.
What if Arnold Schwarzenegger was in every Shakespeare thing he could think of? Like, but sound, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the fair Juliet.
Big bad.
Hang on. Technically, hasn't David Tennant been in every Shakespeare production? Like play?
Has David Tennant been in all of them?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I'd be surprised. I think there's like 37.
I know for Hamlet is, that was one of his breakouts. But I think he did King Lear as well. But doing Macbeth now, I don't think I've ever heard him do Macbeth.
Like, I think there's about 37 Shakespeare plays. Once upon a time, I used to be able to name them all. So apparently, here is a comprehensive list of his Shakespearean roles based on available information. As You Like It, Comedy of Errors, Merchant of Venice, King Lear, Romeo and Juliet, Midsummer Night's Dream, Love Labour's Lost, Hamlet, Much Ado, Richard II, and Macbeth. So there you go. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. Wow.
Also, this is my geek trivia fact of the week, right?
Yeah.
For his production of Hamlet in 2008, David Tennant used the actual skull of Tchaikovsky
Ugh.
as Yorick.
Damn.
Yeah,
Did
Paul Yorick.
did
Your
Tchaikovsky
head really
get
stinks.
credit? Did he get like
Yeah.
an IMDb credit out of this?
He wanted
Sorry,
in his
Tchaikovsky.
will. He said, "I want it to be used in Hamlet," and nobody did it till David Tennant.
What?
It's like, alas, Paul Yorick, your
How
head.
the hell is it spelled Tchaikovsky? Tchaikovsky. Right, hopefully it'll work it out. Okay, oh my, it's got a T. Right, so when was he alive? How did they get his skull? How long did they have to exhume this?
They have Einstein's brain.
He died in 1893. That is,
What?
and they waited until 2008 to dig him up.
Was he in a car?
No, I think he
park?
donated the skull to the Shakespeare Company or something.
So what did they do with the rest of him?
He's in the grave.
Oh my
They
god!
they just dug him up, took the head, and then reburied him.
Hello,
I think they
Mr.
buried him
Bella.
without the head. I think, or yeah, probably dug his head up or something.
What did they do? Just stick a pumpkin in there to replace it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
hang on,
headless
let's go-
horseman story in real life.
Human bodies are not Ken
Oh,
dolls. You can't rip the head off and then put it back when you feel like it.
So he is the actual headless horseman.
Tchaikovsky
Yeah, in his
is-
will, he said that he gave his skull to the Shakespeare Company.
Wait. This is a different Tchaikovsky. This isn't the Tchaikovsky. This is a pianist that died in 1982. Okay, this is used the skull of Andrei Tchaikovsky. Let's bring this up just rather than me just read it.
Okay.
A Polish pianist and composer who died in 1982 for the famous Alas Paul Yorick scene. His skull
Are
to the
you
Royal
using
Shakespeare
that?
for use in theatrical performances. How can you do that? Like, if I wanted to donate my penis to, like, Legally Blonde, how could I go about doing that?
Put in a will. Put in a
Well,
will.
it will involve lots of ice, a very sturdy saw,
Yeah,
and- or a
Right.
very small guillotine.
yeah. Skull was used in rehearsals for some performances, but due to controversy and public unease,
Dave joked
they didn't use it in the film, so he doesn't get.
joke of Mel Brooks.
Wait, what?
They didn't use it in the film. David Tennant's a freak. I wouldn't have used the real skull.
I would.
Why not?
What for? No, I'm joking. Right.
Well, you know, you
Oh,
need,
wine glass.
when you need a drinking glass.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. Now we've got that out of the way. Right. Also, I can't find it. I'm sure. So, Die Hard, I remember because we may have said this before. Die Hard was going to be a sequel to a Frank Sinatra movie, right?
Really?
Does anyone remember this? Right? Was Lethal Weapon? What was it that was meant to be like a sequel to something else?
Something, right? Lethal Weapon 4 was a sequel to something else, and then it got changed to something Lethal Weapon.
Ah, okay, right. But anyway, I can't find about Commando 2 anywhere, so maybe I'm making that up. Okay, so guys, let's get into things. What has people seen this week? What would we like to react to? Dev.
I saw Happy Gilmore.
2?
Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah.
And if you like the like Happy Madison family of movies with Adam Sandler and friends, it's a celebration of his friends, his career, and like golfing in general, because it has cameos of everyone that's appeared in either his movies, Happy Gilmore 1, or their relatives or professional golfers. They've all cameoed in that movie.
Okay.
His entire family is in that movie as well.
Wow.
Sandler's families in that movie?
Yeah, Adam Sandler's entire family is in that movie. Different roles. And so is, surprisingly, Eminem. And from the wrestling side, we have Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, and MJF.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
And it's a film about golf.
Yes.
Why
Yeah,
have I never
everyone loves
seen this?
golf.
I
I
like
can't
golf.
wait. We're starting a new show next week. It's called Golf Battle.
Can I host that? Because I'm good at golf.
Are you good at golf?
No.
Is it crazy golf? Is it crazy golf?
No, it is proper golf.
Is it Mario Golf on the N64?
Don't be daft,
Basically,
David.
The
Mario Golf on the Game Boy.
Of course.
A wannabe hockey player gets injured and gets told he can never play hockey again. And to get out his aggression, he swings at a golf ball at once and finds out that his drive is really, really good. So Danny Glover takes him. A character played by Danny Glover takes him and trains him to combine his drive with his putting to create the perfect player. And he upset several pro players by being so good as an amateur.
Basically, being an athletic person in the very non-athletic sport, I assume.
So what? At some point during the film, do they go, right, your handicap? You must do. You don't mess with the Zohan.
No, although Adam Sandler is in that movie.
He is in that. That's why I said it. He's in that movie. That's why I said it. You have to do this movie. You have to do Waterboy. No.
You have to do Little Nicky.
Sorry, not Adam Sandler. Ben Stiller is in that movie as well. So
Whatever happened to Ben Stiller? Like he completely disappeared
you
off
don't know
like
you're
2007.
He did Severance.
retired.
Severance.
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw that.
Well, because the last thing I saw him do was meet when he did the Little Fockers movie.
Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers, Little Fockers.
Little
Fockers.
Pamela Marvel Focker.
The last movie I saw him in was Night at the Museum, the final film. Afterwards, I didn't see him in any sort of like lead movie film. But he was attached to a lot of animated ones.
Although, Dave, if you watch a lot of golf, like professional golf, a lot of professional players were stuffed into both the first movie and the second. It's full of cameos of professional players.
Wait, Dave, do you actually watch golf?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I make no shame about it.
What? There's nothing wrong with golf.
No. Because of knowing of Dave's does the show and plays Red Dead Redemption 2. I just can't picture him watching golf of all things.
Okay.
What's your issue with golf, Cap?
No, I don't think it's an issue with golf itself. He has an issue with me playing golf and or watching golf.
Also,
watching golf is about playing golf. It's fine.
Dave,
golf.
I'll say a sentence so only you will understand.
Okay.
Rory McIlroy is the main character in number 2.
Okay.
Cap, do you understand that? Cap has left the building.
Yeah, I think I've offended him that much.
The only golf
hang on.
reference I can make is Robin Williams talking about Tiger Woods. That's all I know about golf.
Okay, Cap. What sports do you watch?
UFC most of the time. Boxing.
UFC's fake.
Hang on. We're just gonna get through. Anything else?
Used to watch basketball, but they kind of went out. Cricket, I used to watch. Now I don't watch that either. So it's mainly MMA.
Right. I'll just personally say I'm offended you didn't even mention WWE, but whatever. Right. But yeah,
Yeah, but I haven't watched that too since like 2000 or something. Like I haven't actually kept up with any of them actually. UFC is the only one where there's like an event.
So wait, you don't watch sport and then have a go at me for watching sport?
No, I have a go at you watching golf.
I know solve this.
No,
after the stream,
I want to say, Dev, is it a problem as well, Cap, that I watch Formula 1 and MotoGP? Is that also a problem for you?
No, that's perfectly in line with your character. It's just the golf is at least uncharacteristic.
Okay, Dev. Okay, we know you watch wrestling. Do you watch any other sports?
Baseball, American football, and basketball.
Yeah, there you go.
American rugby.
Yes.
Do you watch rugby, Dave?
No.
Okay. What do you mean? No, like it's this terrible thing.
I don't.
Right.
That is not my character. I played rugby, but I don't watch it.
Although I did watch. When the rivalry between like Rossi and Mark Marquez was a thing. That time I was I was an avid MotoGP fan. Wait, you didn't know that? I thought you actually knew about it.
No, I don't watch. I wish I had more time for sport. I just genuinely don't.
There's a racing movie I watched called Rush with Baron Zemo and Thor from the MCU.
Wow.
Playing Nicky Lauda and the other guy.
The other guy.
The other guy
yes.
is my favorite.
The thing with mainly with sports, right? Because I used to watch TV a lot, and 10 Sports always had sports on, so you would watch it. Now I just don't go to the TV at all, and I have to look up pay-per-views and stuff like that. So I'm like, the only thing I'm actually interested in seeing is probably UFC. So like, I don't want to search for the other stuff. It's probably not available on the internet anyways.
Yeah. Does no one here watch football? Okay, fair enough. See, I'll watch football. I'll dip in and out of snooker. I'll dip in and out of UFC. I watch wrestling. But yeah, I wish I had more time for more sports. I remember when it was the pandemic, because like things were going like where there was not stuff happening. Like there was some deal where basically NBA gave you their version of like Netflix, where you just watch NBA and it was like free. And I was like, great, I'm going to get into NBA. And then a month or two later, they were like, okay, we're allowed to do games again, so we're charging. And I was like, cancel this shit, right? I had watched it for all of 6 minutes the day I downloaded it. That was it.
I used to also. This is pretty much easy to watch. Like Extreme Games does have YouTube highlights, so I watched that instead because again you have to go to the TV to watch the complete set. So I just watched the highlights.
Well, do you know, if it comes to stuff like that, like I've seen many whole matches of Power Slap. Have you ever seen Power Slap? Right, as you're just scrolling on Twitter, two people stand opposite each other with their hands behind their backs, one of them, whilst the other lines up and just slaps and knocks out the other one. And you cannot defend, you cannot block, you just have to let them take turns at slapping each other.
I say that should be the next live Geek Battle thing we do.
Yeah, we should,
we just greet each other and slap
the
each
other
other.
weird sport, I'm sure there'll be others if I think about it, but the other weird sport, do you know what cornhole is?
Yes.
It's exactly what you think it is, Dave.
Can I swallow this first?
It's where you get a beanbag and you try to throw it in a hole of like a wooden block. And that seems and the fact that it was called cornhole, I found amusing. And so I ended up following them on Twitter. And occasionally I'll see it.
We Tamils actually have a sport which is a mutant form of tag combined with wrestling, combined with the kids' game of one kid is getting tackled by the whole group. It's called Kabaddi. If you Google it, you'll get it.
I can't spell that, can I?
Just go use your imagination.
Say it again.
Kabaddi.
Kabaddi.
Yeah,
that's not a word, is it?
There's a premier league on India for that sport.
It's like I'm playing Wordle.
Yeah, I've got absolutely nothing. I cannot spell that.
It's actually a word. I didn't make it up.
Apparently, there's a Polish version of basketball where you could suplex people if you take your shirt off.
Okay. Right. There's a what?
There's a Polish version of basketball where you can suplex people if you take your shirt off first.
Wow. Oh yeah. Do you know? I think I've seen clips of that. So they have to run over, take off their shirt, and then boom.
And then
Love it. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you something that deserves to be a real sport. I'm so excited to introduce this to you. This is from the TV show Sliders, and this is called Mind Game. So it's kind of like the board game Othello, where you capture squares and you run around with a ball and pass it, kind of like in basketball. But along the way, you have to be answering scientific questions. I love this episode because they go from parallel dimension to parallel dimension, right? On this world, one of the main characters finds out that the version of him that lives in that world who has gone missing is like the Michael Jordan of Mind Game. And so this is the sport. So it's like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And when the game begins, they get asked a bunch of like science questions, which have been given to them by like top scientists at universities, and they have to answer it. And because they get to if they get like the top answer on the board, a little bit like Family Fortune's Family Feud thing,
Yeah.
then they actually get to start playing the sport first. And look, that's the main character, Jerry O'Connell, playing Quinn. And he's like, I have no idea what the rules of this sport are. And I don't know if this would 100% translate into the real world, because the whole point was they're playing this game and he has no idea how it works. But this is a great sport. It's like they're running around answering questions, and once they finished giving the answers, then they can capture a square. It's fantastic.
That's like my worst nightmare country because I hate math.
It doesn't. I didn't say maths. I said science question.
Well, it's still. It would. Oh God, that would hurt my brain. That's like
David. I've posted the link of the word you cannot spell.
Okay, one second.
Yeah, right. Kabaddi.
What were the questions asked?
Oh no! You're gonna quiz us.
No. So we've gone back to the quiz section of the show where David asks questions for ChatGPT.
Sliders. What? Don't you like the questions?
Look, what was that famous movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito? Oh, it was twins. Wrong. It was Junior. What?
Oh, that is a good answer. That is a good trick question because that is correct.
I think David's question is going to be like, what is the circumference of the Earth?
What is the square root of an isosceles triangle?
Can anyone tell me? 14,000 kilometers, baby. Right, check that.
When was the last time you saw the sun, David?
I saw a picture of it in a book once. In a Kindle book once. Right, okay, so I've got this thing up for you here, Cap. So what is this?
That is the sport kabaddi, which is a mutant form of tag combined with.
Why are they naked? Are they actually naked?
No.
Oh my God!
So they're in a TARDIS.
This is something Dev posted.
Wait. What is happening here? It looks like a cage match, but in a British phone box.
Yes, it is.
I can watch this. I can watch this for free when I'm in London in September.
David, scroll upward on the chat. It is spelled kabaddi.
It is spelled what?
It is spelled kabaddi.
On the chat.
I think in English that translates to Sunday night in London.
Wait, kabaddi. So wait, was I on the wrong thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
like this extreme form of tag where you're in a phone booth.
Yeah, tag you're in.
Okay. So let's see if this will work now. Okay, so this looks a bit similar actually. They're just not answering science questions.
Okay, but it's American football, but you're the ball.
Yes, kind of. I mean, it's kind of like a tag thing where one guy goes into the other guy's team place and tags someone, and he has to get out.
That was like 3 seconds.
Wow. Yeah.
So they didn't show a single moment of it in hang on.
Gameplay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can give you one if you want to.
I like your message there earlier in the chat, David. Welcome to Sports Battle.
Number one.
Sports Battle. This one looks the one. That's the one I want to see.
Oh
my God! Is he trying to just crotch him in the face? What was that?
This is not kabaddi. That's not kabaddi.
That's not
kabaddi. I give up on kabaddi. I hate it. Right. Okay.
David, check out the other one I posted.
Wait, you've got another one.
The Russian MMA.
Is that more telephone?
I can't put that. I was like, this is going to get me demonetized. Right? They were just like, it was brutal violence sort of thing. Okay, it's
MMA, but it's like team-based MMA.
Team-based MMA. Have you seen one where there's a guy in in a cage fighting 2 or 3 guys and he's in a business suit?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Right. Anyway, we definitely are going to do sports battle. It's coming. Right.
You know the rule behind that, by the way, the guy in the suit and the other guy. Do you know the law, the storyline? Basically, it's an addict who owes money to a loan shark, and if he can beat up the loan shark, he doesn't have to pay.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So has anyone else seen anything this week that you want to react to? Go on, Dave.
So Grounded 2 came out yesterday. And I got to play a little bit of it, early access, and it looks phenomenally good. I got to meet some of the the designs of the bugs that they've put in it now. They've actually gone into a lot more detail. Like the ladybirds in the first game, they're a lot like very quite smooth colored, very cartoony. But in this one, they've gone for full detail. They put the little hairs on their legs now, and even on the spiders have more hairs on their legs now. But yeah, this is Grounded 2. So the story is that they're putting a statue in Brook Hollow Park of the 4 kids from the first game, the scientist, and the little robot Burgle, when an explosion happens and we're shrunk again. And we have to find out why.
So it's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the video game.
Yeah.
I love it.
So the first one was in the backyard of the scientist, but this one is in a park in the town of Brook Hollow. And
the third one, that's going to be set in like the arse crack of a fat man, right? So it's just like, oh, we're trapped here in the fur.
No, we did that in Ant Bully. That was just awful.
Ant Bully. I never.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie. Nicolas Cage was an ant.
But yeah, there's a lot of. I've yet to find one, but because on Saturday I will be streaming this on my Twitch. There's going to be some new bugs. There's a scorpion, there's cockroaches, there's moths, and there's praying mantis. There's lots of new stuff. And being able to ride bugs as well, as you can see there. You're able to ride ants. And at the moment, they've said you can only ride ants and spiders, but they're going to add more later.
They need to give you, like, flies and bees so you can fly.
A bee would be amazing to have.
Yeah.
Actually, Dave, you can play the B-movie video game, which is quite good.
I would actually rather go and burn my eyes off with acid.
It's a good game. It's enjoyable, funny.
Wait. Now, look, hang on. This is the reverse. Just because he didn't like golf, you're just assuming that the B-movie game is garbage because Cap said it.
No, I'm saying that because the B-movie itself is garbage.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not me dissing on Cap. That is an irrefutable fact.
Okay, so
Jerry Seinfeld is crying somewhere.
So what type of game is this, though?
So it's kind of a adventure RPG survival game. So
and you've played the first one.
So I played the first one and finished the story mode of that one. So the kids they get back to normal size, but they had little minor spoiler in the first game. They couldn't remember the formula to make the embiggen formula. They had to find the scientist who created it to make themselves bigger again. And it was this is about 2 years after the events of the first game. Yeah. And as I said, it takes place in a park. So where before we had, there's an area in the backyard where a grill has fallen over and it's hot. So there's hot charcoals in the garden. This one, they've put an ice cream truck. So they've gone sort of like a frozen element to it, because they had hot in the last one. So they put a frozen element in this one. But the map itself is a lot bigger. There's a lot more to see from what I've seen so far. It looks really good. I can't wait to finish it.
Dave, specifically, like when you said like it's like RPG action or what have you, the thing that like crossed my mind is like I kind of like the concept of it being shrunk down and stuff like this. But I was like how long does the first game take to beat kind of thing was what I was going to ask you.
Well,
it's a damn survival game.
Well, here's the thing: it's like if a speedrunner can do it probably in about 3 hours.
Like, 3 hours?
Maybe I've seen someone do it in about 3 hours.
Wow.
If someone's done it faster, please message me on YouTube and Twitch. Show me.
How long did you say it took you?
It took me.
At a pinch.
It took me a month because I was building a lot of stuff as well.
I'm
mostly a creative builder when it comes to this sort of thing, so it will take me a bit longer.
So you can play The Witcher 3 in that one time period.
Well, we'll see. Well, because what I was going to say is, do you know the website howlongtobeat.com?
Yeah.
Right. So when I went onto there to check, it says Grounded 1 takes 31 and a half hours to beat the main story. Right. So a month, basically.
Yeah.
It's Grounded 2. It says it's 10 hours. Does that sound like they've got it wrong if it's literally just come out?
Maybe if someone's because like I say, it came out yesterday, and I've yet to play it, so I don't know. I know nothing about where the story-based stuff is. So maybe someone's gone and done it, and in the time spent, they've sped run it or something. So maybe right now that might be wrong.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that might be wrong right now, but it is early access as well. So a lot of things that they have in it are not all in it yet.
Because one of the problems I've got nowadays is that like I'm forever like behind. I don't have enough time to see all the shows you guys mention as much as I want to play the games. Because yesterday I got Street Fighter 6 and I went to play it, and it took 43 minutes to install the game, and after that I hadn't got any time to play it. So it's like, how am I going to get through a 31-hour game? So that's my problem. I had enough time to install Street Fighter, but I'm someone that doesn't have enough time necessary to play Street Fighter.
At least,
so, like,
David, you have it as a physical copy, where you didn't have to download the damn thing.
Physical copy. Look, have you seen this? This comes with a game key card. So a game key card basically means when you put it into your Switch, it will start to download the game. And when you take the key card out of your system, it's like you've got it downloaded, but it won't play.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's a massive controversy, but I'll tell you why I don't actually mind it. Because you can then take the game key card and you can sell it. And then someone else can download it and then they can play it. So it's like being able... So you have to have these little plastic things to be able to play your download. But it effectively means that you could then sell on the game if you wanted, which I'll never do. So that's kind of redundant.
I mean, with DVDs, kind of that's what you did, right? You play a game and then you give it to your friend.
Yeah, exactly. Well, do you all remember that thing from when they announced the PS4? And with Xbox, the Xbox One, they said, you're going to have to connect your game to the internet every 30 days, otherwise it won't work. And, you know, it's going to be tied to your system. And then on the next day, when the PlayStation had their like big presentation, they were like, how, like it came up with presentation. It said sharing games on PlayStation 4. And it had two guys and it goes, here you go. And he goes, thanks. And that was it. Step one. It said step one, share your game. And that's why the PlayStation 4 destroyed the Xbox One. Yeah.
Greed doesn't work. Generosity
doesn't work. Greed doesn't work, and yet the crazy thing is, you'll know as a PC gamer, you can't share your games. You download it. That's it. It's like people who get consoles just want this old school experience, though.
I'm straight. I love my old GameCube games. I love them. I love playing them as well. I put in Wind Waker the other day, and I still enjoy it today.
But it's
you can play Wind Waker on the Switch too.
I think
you don't even have to download it.
You know what? I'd say like that's great. It being on the Switch and such, like all the old like Zelda games being on there. But for me, there's nothing that can compare it to seeing it on the GameCube and holding the GameCube controller. It takes me back to the days that I'd be sat in my room playing it. I don't know. I sound like an old man, but nothing like playing the Wind Waker or Ocarina of Time on the console. On the GameCube with that controller. Oh, he's gone.
I think he went to get out his...
I think he's going to go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would say there's nothing like using this to play Wind Waker. And I still enjoy it.
Here's the handle that holds the power, baby.
Here's the handle. I got the handle.
It's all about the handle with the GameCube. You got a black one too. There we go.
I got a black one too. What's in it? Hang on. Oh, Sonic. I got Sonic in there.
Which Sonic? Which Sonic?
It's the Mega Collection. It's the one with all the...
Okay, yeah, okay. But Dave, do you have one of those on the bottom?
No.
So that's the Game Boy player. This was effectively a Game Boy Advance at the bottom.
Because they had the extension. Because I know on Wind Waker they had the extension for it. That was there was the Tingle tuner in Wind Waker. Where you could put the Wind Waker in, and Tingle could give you hints through your Game Boy as you're playing through the game.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll speak. So basically, first of all, what I've got in there is Star Fox Adventures, right? So this would let you play Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games on the GameCube. But like Nintendo, they've got this amazing idea that as well as a TV, that you'd want to play in like on the Game Boy at the same time, because then you'd have a private screen, and it didn't really work. And then they released the Wii, and it was a big hit, and they were like, if only that idea that didn't work on the GameCube, we could make that work. And so then they released the Wii U, where you had a private screen in your hands, and it didn't work. It's because, look, when you've got a Nintendo DS and there's two screens next to each other, it's the same as having like one vertical screen. But when you've got a screen here and a screen there, your eyes cannot focus on both at the same time. It cannot work.
But it's like when I was watching a review of the old Nintendo accessories, and one of them was the Konami laser scope, and it was like headphones, and the laser pointer, so you could shoot at targets. Yeah, and it would work when you'd say like fire, like you go fire, 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 and it would work. Yeah, and on the box it said, while gamers play their games, other people or other players can sit out and do stuff like be on the telephone and read a book. Yes, yeah. Who wants to read a book and be on the phone while you're in the corner screaming fire, 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 fire? Where? Okay, right. So hang on. Power Glove. Let's find the advert. Oh no! We can play this with audio because it like this has been shared so much. Power Glove. It's a crap Power Glove. It's so bad. Right, commercial. Power Glove commercial. Let's bring it up. Okay. Now you're playing with power. Yes. Okay, so I'll unmute it in just 1 second. Unmute tab. Let's get rid of the advert. But let's speak about the weird game peripherals for a minute whilst we're here. So what was that one called? The Konami what? Konami laser scope. That sounds amazing. Yes, I don't think it's like really old headphones. Okay, wait for this, guys. Right, so let's check this out.
The Power Glove for your Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you and the games are one.
It did not work like that at all. Sorry.
Is it Punch Out?
That was Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Do you know what? That isn't the one where they go, "It's so bad," right?
Literally, when he was playing Super Mario 2, I could just think, hang on, no one's that good at Super Mario Bros. 2, especially with the Power Glove.
Okay, hang on. This is it. I'm going to get a copyright strike. I think this is from the movie The Wizard or whatever it was called.
Oh my god, yeah, that was a big Nintendo commercial, wasn't it?
It sounded like this.
It was, yeah.
It's Jumanji, the old school days.
Wait for it. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Just wait till this.
Power Glove.
Wait for it. Here we go.
I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
It is bad shit.
I also like the fact that the girl has like zero interest in whatever the fuck was happening there. She was like, yeah.
God, those old Nintendo accessories.
Yeah. Oh, well, do you know what? Like, do you know what had the weirdest accessories though? It was the Sega Dreamcast. There was that came out in the UK in 1999, and it was dead by 2001. But in that time, you had a light gun, you had a fishing rod, you had a steering wheel, you had maracas that would work with precisely one game, Samba de Amigo.
What?
Yeah. There was so many.
So
what?
Dreamcast peripheral.
I am also raising my hand. It's just my hands are trapped in my pockets.
Yeah, go on, Dev. Oh, hang on, wait. And you had a microphone where it would work with the game called Seaman, and you'd like tell this fish what to do, and it was narrated by Leonard Nimoy. It's the weirdest thing ever.
That game itself is...
So I specialize in studying weird accessories. This is my topic of interest.
Yes.
And
go for it.
the Nintendo Entertainment System had a barcode reader for several games where you could scan the barcodes.
What,
to
the
generate
NES?
characters for a
Do
game.
you mean the NES or do you mean the Game Boy Advance?
The NES.
Okay.
And for the Game Boy, you had a plugin that allowed you to access your bank account.
Well, okay. So, Dev, do you know that for the Game Boy, there was something where you could use it actually fishing to tell how deep fish were?
Yeah,
in
the buoyancy of the...
Yes.
No.
And what was the other one? Wasn't there one that was like a crochet machine, like a sewing machine?
Yes, and there was also a blood pressure monitor for the Game Boy Advance.
For the N64. Oh, well, for the what?
Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance. Okay, for the N64, there was a version of Tetris where you'd put a little thing over your finger and it would read how much you're panicking.
Yeah,
and if you panic, then the blocks fall faster.
Yeah. And back then, the NES and the Sega Mega Drive both had internet capability in Japan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like Pokemon Crystal. Like when it came out here, like the big thing about it was that you could use your cell phone to make it go play online, and they just took it out of the English version. It's like, what's the point?
Basically, it was the first. There was the first attempt of using DLC, like online downloadable content for the Game Boy Color. You could get the GS ball from the cell phone connection using a WAP back in the days. Like if you connect your phone to your Game Boy Color.
So here's the Game Boy Color sewing machine. So look, I think that. Oh, hang on, clicking on the wrong screen. Like there.
Yeah.
You connect it to it, and then it will make patterns which are involved inside.
You make the pattern on the game, and it prints out like it does the pattern with the machine.
That's really fucking cool.
It is cool. Like when the game. Did anyone here have the Game Boy camera?
Yes.
Okay, right. I'm going to have to do this. I can't do it today. You can actually make it so you can use the Game Boy camera as your webcam, right? And I've done this in the past. But when that first came out, it was the world's smallest digital camera because it was this big ball at the end on a long cartridge that would go in your Game Boy, and that was the world's smallest digital camera. But go on, Dev, or commercially available at least.
My friend has something really, really rare and interesting. A printing station, Pokemon Snap.
Huh? Oh, that's
you
really cool.
Plug in your save pack, your memory pack for the N64, and print out your photos from Pokemon Snap on actual photos.
That's really cool. That is really cool. I'm trying to think what the weirdest peripheral I may have is.
Don't.
Cap, you must have a few weird things that you plug into your computer. Why did everyone think they were sex toys when I said that? Right.
Because I have a dirty mind and I'm the bringer of chaos.
The weirdest game peripheral I have is it's not really weird. It's the Super Game Boy for the Super Nintendo.
That's the weirdest. Is it? I've got a Super Game Boy, right? You must have something weirder if you got that. I'll show you something that's pretty weird that I've got. I think I showed it recently. This is a Nintendo IQ player. What? And this was released only in China, and they had banned gaming consoles. And so you'd plug this controller into your television from here, and the entire console is inside this controller like a plug and play, but it's a Nintendo 64. Oh. And it has memory cards, which you could connect to the internet, but basically you take these to a station in China, and you'd be able to download one of 14 games only. And now these are in the position where they stopped that service in 2016, and the only games you can ever play for this have to already be on the system. So I have got 5 games, and I can never add another game to it out of the 14 that exist. Yeah. Dev.
not a peripheral, but the rarest gaming thing I have in storage is a Panasonic GameCube.
Ooh, nice. A Panasonic Q.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's nice.
the GameCube that can play DVDs and stuff.
Yeah, it's a GameCube that can play. That is worth a lot.
Hmm.
That is worth a lot. Cha-ching! I'm trying to think what probably the rarest thing I've got is a copy of Deep Fear. I've got 2 copies of Deep Fear for the Sega Saturn, which was the last. I've spoken about this loads on the show.
Panzer Dragoon or less?
Sorry,
is that worth more than Panzer Dragoon or less?
it's similar. So Deep Fear is worth about £500. You'll see it on eBay. Panzer Dragoon, people try to knock it out for 600 or 700, but the two usually end up selling around the same. But Deep Fear, one of the reasons it's worth a lot is, one, it was the last Sega Saturn game released in the UK and Europe. It was a Resident Evil style game, only like a year after Resident Evil, like the same year Resident Evil 2 came out, so just about 18 months after Resident Evil 1. And it never came out in America. So the only way to play an English language version is to get the PAL copy, which meant that for as few as there were in the UK, America tried to get their hands on as many as they could. So they're spread quite thin. And by luck, I managed to have 2 of them. But yeah.
I heard someone honk for what you said, David.
Well,
Apparently,
let them honk. Let them honk.
It's the French. I just they sleep on the horn.
Oh, do you know what? I don't think maybe I can slide this out. Maybe it's plugged in. I have a Zebo, which is a console that only came out in Brazil and Mexico. And there is a version of Resident Evil 4 for it, but it's the same as what you'd have on your iPhone back in like 2008, which is particularly rare. But again, download only. This is the problem with download only. I don't have Resident Evil on it. And there is no way to hack this system because I've got a Mexican one, which means that it's easier to plug in, but they haven't been able to crack how to put games onto Mexican systems. But go on, Dev.
The interesting about Brazilian gaming infrastructure is, number one, not only did SNK dominate the arcades because it was cheaper to import the cartridges than the actual full machines like Capcom used to have. And they also, because they couldn't get licensing for newer consoles, there are several Brazil-only sequels to games on previous generations. Yeah.
Do you know some to name? Because I can name a couple.
Power Rangers had a Master System and a Genesis sequel. Sonic had another Master System game. Sonic had another Genesis game. And like, there's a lot of like Nintendo, Sega franchises that had Brazil-only games, basically, because of licensing limitations.
So, okay, so I'll see if I can show you like 2 of my favorites. The first one, okay, so it's Brazil only. Blah blah blah. I need to block this sound. Playing stupid adverts. Right. So, the first of which is is this? Oh, I don't want to like play someone else's video. I thought it was just gameplay. Let's just see if I can just get gameplay. I've got my own version of it. So, Street Fighter 2 for the Sega Master System. And apparently they didn't get full permission from Sega and Capcom to do it. Tech toy out there. Okay. And so this is on the Master System, which is as powerful approximately as the NES. That genuinely looks like Steve Irwin, doesn't it? Steve Irwin. Here we see Ryu and Chun-Li.
God, she's there fighting Ryu like it's bloody 1949.
Yeah.
Look at it.
This is on an 8-bit system, which just goes to show, you know, like
what, this was only in Brazil.
Yeah, yes. Only in Brazil. This came out in 1997.
Wow.
And this like the Sega Saturn was out, and they were still putting Master System games out back then. I think there is a Master System version of Mortal Kombat 3 as well.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 3, Rangers, and like.
Okay, so check this out.
I got into gaming in 2007.
What was that, Cap?
No, God, I'm happy that I got into gaming in 2007.
Wow.
No, Cap, these old games, like they're amazing.
He's a late bloomer. He's just ignore him.
Yeah. Okay, so check this one out.
I'm probably 9 years old.
This is Duke Nukem 3D on the Sega Genesis, the Mega Drive.
Oh, look at this.
Like, this game was tough for them to get this game to run on the N64. It had a load of cut content. On the PlayStation, it wasn't that great. On the Sega Saturn, they had to build it from the ground up. And yet this company, Tectoy, decided we're just going to put it on the Mega Drive.
Is Halo an old game?
Yeah, Halo. That's
oh god,
game. That's 2001.
I think we should give Cap minus 2001 points for that.
Well, exactly.
Well, I played it in 2013 or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're a late bloomer, mate. You should go play a retro game.
Guys, check this out. If you thought that version of Duke Nukem 3D looked like dog shit, then check out the Tiger Gamecom.
Oh,
This is not
my
this is
God.
as the game actually looked. This is not paused.
Look at this.
I've completed this game. But this was a first-person shooter on a black and white system that was
It's the Predator's cousin.
Was that on the Tiger?
on the Tiger Gamecom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
do
Predator,
I am right now playing an old game, thanks to David. I mean, it's not old, but it's kind of my
What's old
jam.
to you? Street Fighter 4?
No, Brutal Legends.
Brutal Legends, yeah. So when Ozzy Osbourne passed away, I think he's got a cameo in Brutal Legends, and the developers of it gave, like, I think they said 666 minutes. People can download that for free. So I was like, guys, get this if you're.
Oh my god, David, I have to thank you for it because this is my kind of game. Oh, I love it so much.
I haven't checked it out yet. What kind of game is
awesome. It's I would say it's kind of like the game I played during the 2010s, like Overlord and stuff like that. It's an RPG, mainly action RPG. It has a small open world element to it, which you can drive around and do stuff. I think. I haven't discovered much doing. I've barely been playing the story. If you like rock music and stuff like that, this is like rock music or like Overlord shit with meta commentary, which is really funny. The jokes are it's really good. It really works. It really did take me back to the old adventure games that I played, like Overlord and RPGs. It's so good. It's so cool.
Yeah. No, okay, so Dave. Sorry, just about that. I've got a green screen on my chair.
Yeah,
and the shadow is just annoying me. So I was trying to fix it.
It just looks like you're stroking the Mothman. I mean, do you want me to leave you two alone?
Please. Right.
Yeah, he hasn't got a really big fly.
I wish for more Brutal Legends type games. It is kind of making fun of the genre as well a little bit. It does have a meta commentary in it, but it is done in a very respectful way.
Yeah. Guys, have you checked out, I've spoken about it before, the website Humble Bundle?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll show you this to you quickly. Yeah, so look, I might even have a game or two which I've already got, which I might be able to give people. So look, at the moment, for the next 5 hours, you can get all of the Devil May Cry games on PC for
free?
£15. Yeah. No, not free, not free. Do you have them? Do you have them?
No, I played Devil May Cry 3. I can't say about it online.
Ugh. Right. Okay, but does anyone else have these?
No, I haven't considered Devil May Cry as a thing to play.
I'm going to be playing through all of them just because that way I'll finally understand the creature that.
David, do not start with the remake. Oh my God, don't start with the remake.
You can't tell people it's not
the remake. I'm not going to start with that one. I would start with the HD collection.
Yeah. So that has 1, 2, and 3. I would recommend 3.
Previously, I'll have to check. Previously, I have got like a Capcom bundle, which may have included some of these. So if I've got a duplicate, you know,
I'll give. You're from deciding when people start franchises.
Yes, thank you, Dev. Thank you.
Look at this, unsupported on Stream Deck. What's the point? But yeah, so Humble Bundle You can get you can get Borderlands, basically the entire series so
I got
far
it from work.
for £12. So, but you have to check because they update these every couple of weeks. So these only last a little while. And then if you want like software, often you'll get like video editing software or stuff
I
here.
got the animation bundle one.
The animation
Game
one. What was the
programming
animation one? This one, Moho.
Yeah.
Do you use Moho?
I own it. I haven't used it.
Yeah, exactly. I think I've got an older version. And I'm just like, I just don't have time. But like 20 quid, it says that one alone is worth $400.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I have got some good stuff on there in the past though. But yeah, at the moment they've got the Devil May Cry, so I will check those out. And if I have anything,
sorry, Cap, I'm going to reiterate Dev's point. Is that you don't have the authority to tell people when they should start games and that, because I'm still waiting on that 3,000 word essay on why I should play Resident Evil 4 and skip 3.
You can't do it. You went back to 0 after playing 3.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I know you did.
I went back to 0 after playing 2.
Yeah.
See, again, you did it out of order. You should have started with 0.
No, because 0 came out after 2.
Booyah.
No, it didn't. No, because he played 2 remake and then he played 0.
Shut up, David.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Right. Okay, guys. Something I've seen that I put in the title, so I'll mention it. I saw one of these Scream Unseen movies at the Odeon, which was like a horror film that hasn't officially been released yet. Yeah. And I saw the film Together, which is Dave Franco and his actual wife, Alison Brie, I think her name is. You'd recognize her. And it's a horror film. Now, last year, I went on the first one of these Scream Unseen films I saw was The Substance. And it turned out it was a body horror movie. This is another body horror movie.
Oh, no.
Guys, hang on. It's not that bad. There's like 2 scenes where things look like The Thing. But it's not bad. It's honestly not bad. And it the longer the film goes on, the more it becomes a comedy. If you don't mind spoilers, I'll tell you the concept of it.
Do it.
Go for it.
Okay, so the concept is Dave Franco and his wife, they've moved out to the countryside. She's a school teacher. He's a failing singer. And, you know, he's a bit useless. He can't drive. She has to drive him places. And she's like, you know, when are you going to get a job, a proper one? You're 35, blah, blah, blah. And they go for a walk and they end up in pouring rain. So they take shelter in a cave and they end up there overnight. But whilst there, they've run out of water. So they drink this water in the cave and something happens to them. And I didn't quite even get the concept of what this was. So this is a heavy spoiler warning here. But the trailer would tell you this. Basically, there was some church or cult or something going on in this cave or in a church there. And when you drink the water, basically it means that the 2 people are going to be magnetically attracted to one another. And they suddenly find that their arms are merging into one arm. So they're like fixed like this. And they're trying to tug each other apart. And so they try to get away from each other. And they try to solve before they get combined into one person. There is a scene in this where he's like, I need you now, sort of thing. And they start to make out and they find that they are joined by the gens. And they're like, and he's gone into her school where she's teaching. And she's like, you got to be quiet. She's like, get off me. He's like, I can get out. It's like, get out of me. I'm trying. And it's the whole cinema was laughing. I don't know if this was meant to be like utter horror, but everyone was pissing themselves laughing at this scene. And then towards the end, they try to get away, but eventually they're like, we can't fight this anymore. And their arms are linked together at this point. And Dave Franco's just like, let me play the record that I gave you on our second date. And he puts on the Spice Girls 2 Become One. And they start making out and merge into a single individual at the end of the film. And then the woman's parents turn up and they open the door and it's just an amalgamation of both of them. It was the weirdest film I've seen in a long time. Wasn't terrible, but it started quite scary. But the more it went on, I was just like, this is an absolute piss take of a film as being a horror. This is absolute.
Did the music change by any chance? Because like I recently, you know, the guy who did Nope, and also the other film that he did, he used to make sketch comedies, and then he said,
yeah. So like the guy that did Get Out and Us.
Yeah. So he said like basically the difference between a comedy and a horror is basically the music. If you change the music,
I agree. So guys, I've done like these videos that I do online, which are the extreme zone, which, you know, I haven't massively done a lot to promote them. I'm going to be doing some more because we're coming up to Halloween and stuff, but they're short horror stories. And what are you booing this for?
No, I'm going.
Okay, I thought you were like boo.
No, I love Halloween.
Right,
I play horror games on the channel. I love Halloween.
Right, so anyway, so I'll be doing some more of these. I've been writing some more. And I was writing some at the beginning of the week, in fact. And some of them, when I wrote them, the idea of like a 2-line horror story is you kind of have like 2 sentences to have a twist within it. So I'll give you an example. This is one of mine, but I've seen so many similar to it, but it's the easiest one to remember. I had my best friend over for dinner. He was delicious. There you go. So suddenly the second line makes it, oh, it's got a twist. It's horror. But if I was to do that, 99, whatever, you know, come into the bar, if I was to do it as a joke, they'd be like, last week I had my best friend over for dinner. He was delicious. Now it's a joke. And it's just the tone of it. So many of them, when I've told people the ones I've written, their response will be to laugh. Horror and comedy is just different by the music for the most part.
It's just managing expectations and suspense.
Yeah, I completely agree. That is a really good observation. Go on, Dev, you had your hand up.
Yeah, so about 15 years ago, my friend used to edit comedy movies and change the music to make them into horrors.
Yeah. Okay. Can you give us any examples?
Like I think he did either Toy Story or Monsters Inc., where he changed like the editing, so it makes. I'm trying to find it now.
I won't be able to play it with the music. It's the only thing.
Yeah.
There's also ones with like Friends where they say Ross without the music and laugh track is basically a psychopath.
Oh yeah, the my sandwich scene. You take away the laughter and that from that. It's just like, you
give me my sandwich.
Well, I saw a trailer. I saw one of those like things that Deb was talking about, but it was Mrs. Doubtfire, and it was turned into a slasher movie.
Yeah,
I saw a meme with like the Mrs. Doubtfire as the perfect James Bond villain. She tortured Pierce Brosnan throughout the film, and she was almost successful in killing him, but only didn't do so because she saved him.
What if that was like the worst way? Like James Bond to survive lasers, explosions, crocodiles, spiders, and then just blow. One day he realizes, oh, I have a nut allergy.
He was killed.
Blofeld's just there going,
oh my god.
Shit. What do I do now?
Do you know there's like a West End show of Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah.
They entirely changed that. They don't have the nut allergy. They don't have it where he tries to kill Stu. They get rid of all of that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote an article about it just after I saw it in the West End. But I wrote like all of the differences. And they do so much which makes Robin Williams' character more of a jerk and a failure. Like, it's still fun, but they changed the ending as well. Because in the movie, actually, that was a place where he definitely was a jerk. It's like, I'll kill the bastard, and then he regrets it, and then he has to save it.
There's a Tamil version of Mrs. Doubtfire and a Tamil version of Patch Adams. The Tamil version of Doubtfire is called Ambashami. Is basically the same Robin Williams movie, but Patch Adams, the original Patch Adams was actually based on a real doctor. And when they Tamilized it, instead of a guy who had depression issues, then suddenly decided he wants to be a doctor, they made like a gang guy from the Indian slum decided that he wanted to enter medical school.
Wow. Oh, do you know what? I can't find. I just looked up Tamil.
I'll get you the link.
Yeah, it's so frustrating because obviously, like, do you remember 2 or 3 or however many months ago it was, Cap, where you showed us on like Extreme Song like the Tamil alphabet?
Yeah.
And it was very complicated. It's like, well, you speak English perfectly. When you say words in Tamil, I can't even hear what you're saying. It's like
it's Elvish. It's Elvish.
Elvish. Yeah, it's something. Like I feel so useless when it comes to other languages because as many times as you say these things out loud, I'll be like, I can't even begin to sound that out to spell it. So
I mean,
Tamil.
Yeah.
Go on.
To be fair, Tamil is very different from English, so that's why I think it's much harder to understand. I guess it's not connected to any sort of like Anglo-Saxon languages. For us, we had the advantage a little bit on understanding English.
Yeah. Hang on. Wait. You've just put in the chat, Dev. Evan and Jordan Police say only one more week before ninja swords become illegal to own. If you own a ninja sword, you can surrender it at a police station near you.
Why is the UK scared of
night.
ninjas? They disarmed Michelangelo when the TMNT show came out because of nunchucks.
I want to know though. Let me know, police. Does this count? Does this count? This is a ninja sword.
It's a genuine Japanese katana that was handcrafted in the mountains.
Do you see this? I got that in Japan. So yeah.
So it's not really, you were probably a toddler, so you've grown a bit since then.
But you could definitely like do some damage with this if someone really wanted to. These things could be really dangerous. That is genuinely sharp. So I
did just finish like the Chucky series, so I saw what he did with like a letter opener.
What about sonic screwdrivers? What do they count as?
I don't know.
Do all of your batteries still work? Can you change the batteries on this?
Yeah. You I think you unscrew the button you've got on the side, not the button, the lever where you make it go up and down. You take that off as a screw in there, and then you lift that up. Like undo the screw, lift it up, and then the batteries are changed in there.
I'll take your word. It feels like that's where a battery would be, but I've never figured out how to change it.
Like mine, then there's a screw like right here. You undo that.
I think this is a shitty one. I can't see a screw anywhere.
Yeah, because the batteries for mine, they're right here.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a question about the sonic screwdrivers. When they like make, because this is a question I've often thought, but never think of at a time when it's relevant to look it up. What are they made of when they do the show? Are they like little plasticky things like this?
No, they're made of aluminium.
Like, so they're like weighty and like.
There is some weight to them.
Yeah.
And we get the cheap plastic ones.
I know, but I saw an interview with Shooty Gatwa where someone had one of these, or someone had one of these on the.
Oh, we can't hear David.
Your mic's gone, David.
Sorry, I pressed it. Right. So when they pressed the button and it started doing this, he's like, "Mine doesn't make sound," and it's obviously that they add it in post production.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy because. If it's meant to be making this sound out in real life, if you guys can hear this, why couldn't it do it on the set? Why are they like, no, we need to be able to fine tune that. We can't risk that sounding like we filmed it the same as your voice.
Yeah.
Disturbance to the mic. I don't know. I put the link to
It's not actually a sonic screwdriver. It won't affect the sound of the actual mic.
Yeah, it'll make if you press the wrong button, the speakers around will explode, you know?
Yeah,
I posted the link to the Tamil version of Mrs. Doubtfire. It's so
amazing.
This probably you can find it on YouTube, but I'm not really sure if you can find it with subtitles.
Okay, hang on. This says full song. Oh, guys, we're doing this right, but we won't be able to play the sound.
Yeah, the music.
But okay, so I'll wait for that advert. So let's just check out what it looks like here. So this looks incredible. But yeah, subtitles. That's what we need. Oh, no. I don't want to show that advert. Like Energizer Bunny. What's he doing to me? Right. Okay. So let's have it up here, and let's go. So we've got an advert.
So many actors.
No, it's like I should pay for this stuff. Joe, if you had to pay for everything though,
I mean, even with
Okay.
premium now, you get ads on YouTube now.
is this like the opening credits? Or the
Yeah,
end?
it's the opening credits. Yeah, this is like the start of the movie.
So this is he the Robin Williams character? Which one on the right?
No, the one with the one with the short hair mustache, like the one on the left.
Okay. Wow.
So
Oh, this is so much better than that they're recording a cartoon voice. So what does he find objectionable? That character's smoking?
it could be. Yeah, I think smoking is probably the issue that they did for every sort of films. But the thing is, like, he kind of did like Robin Williams versions of a lot of the films that he did. Basul Raja was one of them. Basul Raja is basically Patch Adams, but he changed a lot of it where there's like, again, a gang leader goes to the medical hospital. This one is like a straight up Doubtfire movie. Like, it's the only difference is it has a lot of fight scenes in it, which Robin Williams films obviously
Fight
didn't have.
scene.
Fight scenes.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'll be honest, it's not the only difference because this didn't happen in the Robin Williams movie.
Definitely
Okay,
not.
far less dance numbers, but the idea is
that
like,
his wife?
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah,
his
that's
wife?
Yeah, that's his wife.
Why is she upset? What? This isn't the kid's birthday party, is it? And then she's like, you come home. She's like, I can't believe you organized a musical for his birthday.
The idea is he's also working in the film production and things like that. His wife doesn't.
Oh, what
really
just
like,
happened?
He's imagining his wife instead of the co-stars that he's acting with, but the wife will look at that and she will not like it.
Oh,
It's got drama.
yeah, I like it.
The funny thing is, the fight scenes basically him as an old woman fighting people.
Oh my god! So, I need to find that scene. Is this it?
No, this is the now he's turned into an old woman.
Amazing.
So you basically have all the songs in the movie into one video, I assume.
Yeah. This is great. And so, what does he host a TV show?
Yeah, he's like an Indian, not a TV show actor, but he's like an actor, a movie actor. And his wife doesn't really like it that he, hangs out with like other actresses and stuff like that. And he's a absent parent, the same as the Robin Williams one. And she gets jealous and she wants a divorce and she moves away. And for a brilliant idea, he turns into a woman and becomes a nanny.
I love it. That I need to find out how I can get some of these like Tamil movies or just loads of the different foreign language movies with subtitles or voiceovers.
The best I would recommend, actually good movies that I would recommend would be Three Idiots, but in Tamil it's called Nanban, which is basically Friend. You can find a subtitle version of that. There's also a film called Anbe Shiva, which is kind of based off like trains, planes, and airplanes, and also Waiting for Godot.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Planes, and automobiles.
Yeah. It got some legit credits with like foreign awards and stuff like that.
Wow. Okay, Dev.
Speaking of Waiting for Godot, did you know the Bill and Ted guys are doing a version of that?
Yeah.
The what?
Waiting for Godot. So it's the play, which is it's 2 acts about nothing. If you don't know this play, it was by Samuel Beckett. And when you watch the play, it's 2 characters waiting for someone called Godot. And Godot never shows up. Spoiler, right? But they're just waiting the whole play. And they're just talking nonsense. And then a character comes in and does like a 3-page monologue, which is entirely in like nonsensical sentences and gibberish. And here was the thing about this play. Samuel Beckett will only give the rights to this if it is performed verbatim. So it is seen as a massive acting challenge. I've seen it twice in the West End a few years ago. One time the cast was Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, and the second time I saw it, it was still Ian Ian McKellen, I believe. I don't think it was the other way around, and it might have been Simon Callow. I forget, but it's trying to make a play about nothing interesting is a massive challenge for the actors and for the director and the production team.
This one will have Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Also, David, I included the fight scene link. You can watch Down Firefight.
I think I'll check that in a minute, just because it's going to be Extreme Improv shortly. And so I think we're going to have to begin to wrap things, unless there is any other late breaking news, guys.
Oh, there were a bunch of trailers that came out. Zootopia 2 trailer. Sony's doing an animated film called The Goat. Basically a goat playing a weird form of basketball.
Did you call it Sony?
Sorry?
Did you say Sony?
Yeah, Sony.
Sony, right?
Sony.
Yeah, Sony.
You know what it might be? This is where I'm going to learn that I've been wrong about PlayStation for like the last 30 years. Okay, but what's that one called? The Goat? Is it about a goat?
Yeah, it's literally about a goat playing a weird basketball slam jam-ish game.
Slam Jam?
I mean Space Jam. Space Jam-ish.
There should be a movie about Slam Jam. There absolutely should be a movie about Slam Jam. Okay, so go on, Dev.
So I like to quickly I saw Superman in the cinemas, and apparently it's what I saw before, because there was a preview, had missing scenes.
Oh, really? What scenes were added that you hadn't seen?
The Peacemaker scene.
Yeah, understandable. They want that beast.
Yeah, the fight scene in the background when Clark is sitting there, and you can see in the background they're fighting the Starro in the background, and the scene at the end with Kara.
Yes. Okay. All understandable for why they would keep those out of previews. Just because Peacemaker obviously ties into how the whole universe is coming together, and Supergirl obviously. Fantastic Four is apparently doing great. Yeah. And I think it deserves to. And may it destroy Superman like it is General Zod or whatever, because Superman sucked, right? I'm now at the stage. Sorry?
The best Superman movie was full of MCU actors.
What do you mean?
Like half of the cast in Superman were in the MCU.
What? Who though? Nicholas Hoult was in X-Men.
Technically, MCU adjacent.
Okay.
Rick Flag Sr. was.
True.
Crossbones.
Yeah.
Craiglin was Maxwell Lord.
I can't even remember who either of those characters are.
Yondu's little sidekick, James Gunn's brother.
Yeah, true. Yeah. No, fair point. But yeah, I can't get over how much I feel like that film wasn't a Superman movie. But
I first heard they didn't earn enough money of Man of Steel, but currently I hear it's a success. I'm not sure about that.
I think it is. And look, I don't want it just to imagine if they had to reboot again, it would just be a horror show. They need to try to make this work. I just think they need to not have James Gunn write a Superman movie. Look, imagine. So after I really liked the Batman. Imagine if he wrote a Batman movie now. It's for God's sakes, whatever the Batman 2 is going to be, do not let him.
He is. I think Matt Reeves submitted a script because James Gunn actually kept going around that he can't write a Batman film.
He can't write a Superman film.
Yeah, but he wouldn't admit that. But he admitted that he has trouble figuring out Batman because first said he was going to do Batman Brave and the Bold, and everyone was like, no, don't turn Batman into a comedy. So because of that, he had trouble with it. But then Matt Reeves is the guy who did the Batman is the one actually collaborating with Gunn to writing the new script. Probably won't be Patterson though, but there's a good chance that the guy who played Reacher might end up being Batman.
Yeah, I just don't want them to connect any version of Batman to the tone of that Superman film. Like, I think you could have made Michael Keaton's Batman appear in a film with Christopher Reeve, and you'd have been able to merge the tones.
Yeah.
That Superman film was so goofy. I just think it would just make Batman seem like, oh, you got no powers. Look, what again? So I said this a couple of weeks ago. Why is Superman even named Superman? People, he's a man and he's super, right? But in this world, they've already got 1,000 superheroes and have had for however many decades. And they've got Supergirl.
That also my main problem with this, because like this is exactly what went wrong with the Snyderverse in the first place, where they tried to introduce too much in the beginning, but at least they had Man of Steel as a standalone Superman film. But for this thing, again, that was I think Dev said it first when he first saw it and told me, like, it is a Superman film, but he's not actually mostly in it. And I didn't like the fact that he had to share screen time with a lot of the characters. Well, very pointless in my opinion. Like, you can give some screen time to Lois Lane, Jimmy, Luther. They are Superman characters, so they can share that screen time. But I really didn't like the Justice Gang. I was completely annoyed by them, except for the Mr.
Terrific.
Yeah,
well, and look, Mr. Terrific was the only one that they wrote as being competent. Like, Hawk Girl did basically nothing. And Green Lantern was just a idiot douchebag who, at the end, the last joke, it wasn't a bad joke, but the last joke with him was that other person's like, "Oh, Justice Gang, that's a good name." He's like, "You're in." It's just like, it's like, what? So this superhero, he's that pathetic, that shallow. Everything about it was bad.
I'm so sad that we had Hal Jordan ruined by Ryan Reynolds, but apparently Guy is supposed to be that guy. I think Dave said it before as well. He's kind of an asshole in his comic run as well. But I'm hopeful for the Lantern show because it's focused on Hal and John. But yeah, I think they wasted the guy who played Guy, who voiced actually Hal Jordan in the cartoons, and he was amazing in that one. But they just casted him as Guy, and I did not like that.
Yeah. Right, Dev.
So with Guy gone, his character is meant to be like that because the whole point of his character is, God, we want to get rid of you. Where's the other one? Where's Hal Jordan? Where's John Stewart? Like, and then when they arrive, we're like, fuck you here. Get rid of this other guy. That's the reason he's built like that's the reason he's written like that. And in Lanterns, the main Lantern is actually John Stewart. And Hal is under the mentor role because he's an older seasoned Lantern.
I think that works.
Didn't for Zack Snyder's Justice League, didn't he film a scene with John Stewart? And they were like, "Oh, we got to cut it," and that's why they put the Martian Manhunter scene in.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Okay,
guys, we're gonna have to wrap it up. But if this counts as breaking news, after me saying earlier, whatever happened to Ben Stiller, and you were like, "Oh, he made Little Fockers." Apparently, they're making Meet the Parents 4, and it is called Focker-in-Law. Focker-in-Law. That is the movie title.
Okay. I swear I should never ever speak about things that I've seen before because I spread it into the world and somehow there's a trailer for it.
Yeah. Oh my god! Look at this.
Like Megan is an example. I watched Megan. A day later, the trailer for Megan 2 comes out.
Or is that really good marketing, Dave? Or is
no? It's just I probably see the future.
Okay, guys. Go on, Cap.
No, because I had this phenomenon as well. So Hamilton's been around for a while. I didn't even know about it. Then I started watching clips of videos on YouTube, and then Hamilton came to Disney Plus. And then I currently watch the new anime that has been since like 2011. And then the new season 3 trailer comes out as I finish the show. I feel like the marketing is strong on this one. I think they linked into
Cap.
Yeah.
Was that Demon Slayer?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, because I saw it too.
See,
right, guys, I'm going to have to wrap this here because Extreme Improv is meant to start in a couple of minutes and I'll have to grab a drink. But let's find out where we can find everyone on social media. Capelthave, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Zodies, where I sing at hands, I throw myself in a bucket, and I work with puppets. And go check out, there's a new Lion King sketch, Kiara's Day of Blessing, which has a guest voice actor. I don't think she's been in a Geek Battle, but she's from Extreme Mel. It's a nice sketch, go check it out. And my recommendation for this week, The School of the Elite.
Okay. Dev.
You want me on TikTok and Twitch under the name of Daisy, where I discovered that if you're posting every hour on TikTok, they shadow ban you. So I've slowed it down now.
What? That's crazy. Why shouldn't you?
Yeah,
Right.
they shadow ban you if you post too much. But my geeky recommendation is it comes out in 2 days.
Yeah.
Naked Gun remake.
Yes, I
sequel.
may try to see it. It is a sequel, yeah. Dave.
You can find me here on Extreme on various shows, and check out my own YouTube and Twitch channels, Dave MC Gaming, where I do live streams of various adventures. Like I say, we have Grounded 2 coming out on Saturday, stuff like The Sims, Red Dead Redemption 2, and more Baldur's Gate 3. Check out my merch shop as well, which has characters, slogans, and catchphrases from things that I've said on the channels. And check out my Discord to get involved with anything that I get up to on YouTube and or on Twitch.
Okay, fantastic. My name is David Pstansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pstansky, spelled Pustansky. You can also get any of my books, including Extreme Improv 2, Bigger Book of Improv Games, which is available worldwide on paperback and Kindle edition. And my geeky recommendation this week is go see The Fantastic Four, because it actually was relatively fantastic. So with that, until next time, stay sexy, stay fruity, stay nice and spicy.
And remember, it's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Put that cookie down now!